Shalom, shalom, Kwame Ashala. Just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of GMS. To you I say shalom, and shalom unto the hopeful elect. I just want to share this speech here that was given by King Charles III on Christmas Day, the Christmas that just passed. And this was brought to my attention by Brother Dawad. He's a brother in the camp. He first originally posted a screenshot of King Charles' actual speech that he gave out, which that speech is now deleted off of the royal website. So it just made me go into it a little more. I was trying to find it, but it's no longer there. So I'm going to share the screenshot that the brother took off of the website. And I'm going to go into this guy's thoughts about the New World Order plan and how he's down with the game. And this links up with Job chapter 20, verse 22 on down, going into the fullness of his sufficiency. And they're almost full. Right, they're almost full. Everything is being set up for this NWO to kick in. And the NWO, it coincides with the MOTB. That's found in Revelation 13 and 16 on down, going into the digital ID, the cashless society. And it is set up. All the infrastructure is there. All these different nations, they're buying into it. You see these different nations creating something called, a central bank digital currency. So it's here. Everything is set up. So he's almost full. He is almost full. All right, so I'm just going to get to the point now. I'm going to go into the speech. So it says, at precisely 2:46 a.m. on December 25th, an extraordinary message appeared on the official royal family website. And that's www.royal.uk. And you should be able to find that if you type it in. If you type in Buckingham Palace press release, which, like I said, that speech is no longer there. It's no longer available. So even if you type that in, you're just going to get a blank page. But it says, this was no ordinary Christmas message. In this now deleted statement, published hours before his official Christmas speech, King Charles III issued a stunning proclamation, a call for what he described as the necessary dismantling of sovereignty and the urgent creation of a global government. Now, who is the face of this whole WEF, right? World Economic Forum? That's Klaus Schwab. So he's working with Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab is the face of, and he's the owner, the co-founder of the World Economic Forum, right? So he's working with him. So it says here, according to Charles, our shared humanity transcends borders and ideologies, and it is only by embracing a global framework, a true partnership of nations, as envisioned by the World Economic Forum's Great Reset. And they're a part of the Secret Council, Psalm 64. These people really believe they're going to stroll off into the sunset, getting away, and they're going to get away with their crimes that they have committed against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, his people, and really humanity. Psalms 49:11, their inward thoughts that their houses shall continue forever. Also Revelation, the 9th chapter, goes into how these wicked men, the wicked, will not repent of their wicked deeds, even when they're being destroyed, man. When they go down, these people have some nerve. So it says that we can address the profound challenges before us. The time has come to face an undeniable truth. The concept of absolute sovereignty, as we have long understood it, must evolve. Indeed, it must be dismantled for the good of humankind. For the humankind, huh? So this is the actual speech. This is the screenshot. www.royal.uk. royal.uk news, right? It's under Buckingham Palace press release, published December 25th, 2024. Says His Majesty the King's Christmas message to the world in his annual Christmas message to the nation and the Commonwealth. His Majesty King Charles III has shared a poignant and urgent call to action addressing what he describes as a defining challenge of our age. Speaking from the Fitzrovia Chapel in London, His Majesty expressed deep concern over the systemic threats facing humanity, including climate change, pandemics, economic equality, and escalating geopolitical instability, which is all you devils created. You created all of that, and that's called Hegelian dialectic. That's all that he's using. Problem, reaction, solution. Hey man, these devils, they created the problem. They created all these problems, all these challenges, all these problems that you see listed here. They created all of that. And problem, they created those problems. Now they're getting the reaction of the people, because your reaction is, man, we need a solution. We need change. I'm talking about you Goyim. We need change. We need change. We need help. And then now they're coming with the solution, and the solution is the NWO. That's why I'm going to just change gears, switch gears a bit. You see, I have this pulled up on YouTube. Full speech, Trudeau to resign as Liberal leader. And this was posted 2 days ago. 2 days ago, he resigned as the prime minister. He doesn't want to be the prime minister no more because everybody's fed up. Because he created all these problems for the country. And some of the problems are, I have them listed, man. I wrote them down because I was thinking about it. And this is nothing but Hegelian dialectic. These devils, they create problems. And by the way, I have to say this. I said this many times on my channel. Justin Trudeau is a puppet of Klaus Schwab. And he's a part of the WEF. And his cabinet has WEF members in it. So even if you get rid of this guy, you're still gonna have problems. People think this guy stepping down is gonna make Canada better, but it's not, because the damage has already been done. Right? So some of the problems that this guy has created links up with the WEF's agenda. For example, broken campaign promises going into healthcare and making healthcare more efficient, which he tried to set up. Well, he is setting up. It's already here. He is setting up a digital system to monitor and to maintain healthcare in Canada. Also, he created a lot of failed energy policies that made Canada's market to not be competitive anymore, right? Going into like oil and coal and gas and stuff like that. Also, he created a lot of tension, and he also had a bad relationship with the other provinces in terms of maintaining healthcare once again. And I believe I also made a video about this. He also tried to bring forth a digital ID or digital system to the provinces. And then some of the provinces, man, they weren't down with the game. They didn't want to do it. Also, number 4, increased national debt. Right? He increased the national debt of Canada, put this country in debt. So that's gonna coerce people to fall in line with the WEF's agenda in terms of bringing forth a cashless society, a digital ID, right? A more centralized government to wipe the debt. And number 5 is lack of progress with reconciliation, and that's going into the Northern Kingdom. GAD, right? He had a lot of failed promises in terms of giving GAD more rights and paying them back. Which GAD, you're already, the relationship between you and the Lord has already been reconciled through Yahushua already. And by default, you're going to get whatever you want in the kingdom. But a lot of you Gadites, you people, you tribes from the Northern Kingdom, man, you don't put your trust in Yahushua, and that's why you're going through all these problems. But real reconciliation comes through Yahushua, because he was the one that repaired the relationship between us and the Heavenly Father. But man, only a select few that come out of Gader is going to make it. Anyways, number 6, his privileged background. You know, his privileged background made him believe in this whole made him believe in this whole NWO. And you have to admit, man, this guy, he's not in touch with what the average person goes through, the poor, and even going into the middle class, because he had a very lavish lifestyle. He lived a very lavish lifestyle as a youth. He went to a lot of expensive private schools. So he's down with the New World Order game. He was always around these elites, these people who were running society, running countries, right? So number 7, his response to COVID-19 was very bad, and that accelerated the WEF's plans and the NWO's plans. He also he also created a lot of problems during COVID, going into CERB and the trucking riots. And he made it seem like poor people were spreading the disease or the virus. This guy was a demon, man. Also, there was a lot of blackface scandals, a lot of ethnic violations, and a lack of electoral reform. Because this guy promised he was gonna create he was gonna reform. He was gonna make a lot of reforms when it came to the election process, the electing process, and he didn't do any of that. So, man, this guy, he did his job. He did his job. Those are the things that I could think of. I wrote them down, but that's what this guy did. This guy actually brought Canada closer to the NWO, the NWO plans. All right, so just going back to the speech, I want to finish up because I want to get some precepts. It says here, in his remarks, the king emphasized the need for unprecedented global unity and cooperation, urging nations to embrace a collective vision for the future. And the future is, let's get that. Let's get a precept. This is Job 9:24. They can talk like that because the earth is given into their hand. Like they have all the solutions to your problems, when really they're going to create more problems for you. But this is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And we know who this devil is now. Just thinking about 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3 on down. That son of perdition. He is the son of perdition, and the son of perdition is in control of the whole earth. And you can see it. He's the son of the wicked. That's Trudeau. And then you got this guy, King Charles. He's the son of the wicked. Donald Trump, he's the son of the wicked. Klaus Schwab, son of the wicked. And they're all in power. They're all in control. He's in charge of the whore. This guy right here, right? Donald Trump. And all these guys, they're a part of the beast system. Right? So, yeah, they rule the world. The whore and the beast, they rule the world. The world is their stomping ground. They're in control, and they're going to bring forth an NWO. Matter of fact, let me get Revelation 20:7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. That's true, going back to the Byzantine Empire and the Dark Ages, which are the Middle Ages. That's what they say. We were in power, and we had you devils under us. We had you in subjection, and you weren't ruling. It was us. Going back to like King Henry VIII, King James, right? Those were all so-called black men, people of color. They were ruling Europe. Now it says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, that's right. So after the Dark Ages, after the Middle Ages, what came about? The Renaissance period. Which the Renaissance period means the rebirth. The rebirth of what? You Edomites coming back into power because you ruled pagan Rome. After pagan Rome fell, came Jake. You had Septimius Severus, right? They ruled. He was an emperor of Rome. But yeah, now the Romans are being brought back. The Edomites, you wicked devils, you Edomites, coming into power. Verse 8. I'll finish verse 7. It says, expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. Verse 8, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And yeah, so when the Renaissance period came about, you guys took over the whole world, and you deceived the nations through these different organizations like the WF, the UN, NATO, the EU. Yeah, so you deceive all these nations into believing in the one world order. But that's going to destroy the whole world. This NWO is not going to give you peace. It's just going to make Yahweh Bashim Yoshai angry, and he's going to cast down his judgment. So this is Job. Get another one. I'm going to close up with this. This is Job chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. It's true. In the fullness of his sufficiency, going into his new world order and bringing forth the MOTB. Everything is set in place, and he is almost full. Right? His belly is almost full. You could see it. That's why you have all these different nations, man. They're creating something called CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. And they're prohibiting the use of different digital currency like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And they're bringing their own currency. And soon that digital currency is going to be linked with the whole world. Right? That's what they're trying to do. And you saw that start out with China. You know, they're pretty much cashless over there. Right? How did all these different nations handle the C19? They all brought forth some digital system, especially China. They did it over here. Got to make cashless payments. That's all a part of the NWO's plans, right? And it says, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Yeah, so he's going to be in trouble. Every hand of the wicked going into these other nations. They're going to try and take down the whore and the beast. Really, the beast is going to turn on itself. Pretty much when you go into Revelation, the 17th and the 18th chapter. Because really the beast hates the whore, but really they're going to turn against each other and fight each other. But verse 23, it says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. And that's going into nuclear destruction. Nuclear destruction. When he is about to get his plan fulfilled, everything is accomplished, then the Lord is going to destroy him while he's eating. Verse 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Yes, and that iron weapon, the iron bow, right, the bow of steel, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, that's going into the ICBMs, going into intercontinental ballistic missiles and hypersonic missiles. Verse 25, it is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, terrors are upon him. True. And this is describing how those missiles are going to be shot off. When it says it cometh out of his gall, that's talking about how the missiles are going to be shot out through the silos. How are the missiles shot out through the silos? You got to get authorization from the president or the prime minister. So the president or the prime minister they give their generals authorization to shoot them missiles off. And that's going to happen. Or hell, or the president himself might shoot it off. Because you have something called nuclear football. I know Russia, they have a nuclear suitcase that they keep. The president, Vladimir Putin, he has a suitcase. And he can arm the missiles out of that suitcase. So yeah, they're going to shoot them missiles off. It's going to hit the heavens. It's going to bathe the heavens. It's going to travel at Mach speeds to its target. And then boom, this place is going to get blown up. So this guy, man, he's not going to fulfill his New World Order. When he's about to, then that's when the Lord is going to intervene and destroy him. Last precept. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, "And he calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So yes, and that's what they're bringing. They're trying to create a more centralized government. They want everybody to be under this system. It doesn't matter what status you are at in life. You have to take it. And if you don't take it, you're going to be cut off. You're going to be branded as an outlaw, an outcast, right? They're going to demonize you. And if you don't take it, you can't buy or sell, which means you can't partake in society. You cannot be a functioning member of society. And that's going to happen, man. They did it during the time of the scamdemic, didn't they? You couldn't do certain things if you didn't take the juice, or if you didn't if you didn't pay this guy's, what do you want? Sorry about that. Yeah, or if you didn't abide by the rules of the C19 and going cashless. Because there were certain places, man, if you didn't if you had cash, they wouldn't accept it. If you wanted to pay for certain things, like, no, you gotta go cashless. You gotta go credit card, tap, contactless payments, man. So anyways, with that, hope this was edifying, real quick. Just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yoshai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. With that, Shalom.